Well, you talk about me on the show yesterday and then on the wrap-up show, and you're going to give me a short time to defend myself?
Yes. That's exactly right. You've comprehended everything I just said, so go ahead.
Well, for starters, I'm not thinking of myself when I'm being pissed off at Artie. I'm thinking of the fact that Sequoia, who offered me the chance to do this San Diego show, which, by the way, listeners, Artie knew nothing the fuck about until I said it.
Eric, let me explain the situation quickly to you. Artie had a nervous breakdown. Artie was in very bad shape. He could not get out of bed.
On the 19th,
on doctors,
I was having to deal with Sequoia texting me over and over again because that fat fuck is costing him money, and he's got a kid on the way, and he bought a house. How the fuck's that fair to him?
All right, Eric, sometimes people get sick. And when they get sick, they have to do what's right for them, and he
It's called prescription drugs.
What? So he canceled the show. He did it in an honorable way. He said to the guy, look, I can't do it. At some point, if I'm healthier, I will do a show. Artie's not responsible for making a living for everyone else. If he was healthy enough, he would go out. I, for one, am glad he's not going out. I'm glad he's taking some time and working on himself. He's going to his therapist. I'm very pleased with this, and I think most of the audience would agree. Now, it is true that if Artie did the show, they were going to let you get up and do stand-up, and somehow you would have made some money.
Hey, wait
but there is nothing preventing you from going out and doing stand-up anywhere in this country.
Let me clarify something there, too. It was only for 5 minutes, not the exaggerated 30 minutes that...
All right, whatever it is. But Artie's unable to do the show because of illness. It's a real illness. The man couldn't come to work for 2 weeks.
He's depressed. Wow.
Yeah. Do you know what depression is? Wow. He has depression.
Being a fucking drug addict and a pig.
That's right. He's a drug addict. And he's working on getting off drugs and getting his life together.
You know something? This kind of talk's really making Artie want to do this show now.
Eric, your lack of understanding is almost mind-blowing.
Or his compassion.
How is it you don't see this? And how do you not come off looking bad when you say, because you want to do 5 minutes of stand-up, which, by the way, you're not even a stand-up comic. Go out and practice.
You're actually basically saying you want Artie to give you money.
Yeah, you're shaking him down for money.
Shut the hell up for a minute. At this point, I don't give a shit if I am involved in that show or not. The point is, the people that were involved in the show before I was even offered it are out of money.
So why don't you mind your own fucking business?
But this isn't anything to do with you.
Yeah.
Of course they're out of money. They'd love Artie to get up and perform and make money for them.
But there are other people and other comedians out there that they could book to do a show, no?
Yeah, it's not Artie's obligation. He's not doing anything wrong. He can't make the date. They're not out money. They're just not going to make money.
With Artie.
They're going to be, and they haven't complained to Artie, have they, Artie?
No, as a matter of fact, Sequoia was very cool about it, and I appreciate that with my agent. And it wasn't like it was a day before. This is almost 2 months. It was almost 2 months before the gig.
Why is this your burden, Eric? Why do you worry about Sequoia when Artie has talked with them? Or him, I don't know if he's...
I was having to calm the guy down the day
before
I called into the show. He was texting me like crazy.
Why would he text you? Why would he call you when he can call Artie and Artie's manager? Why would he look to you for solace?
Because he got me involved in the show in the first place.
But you have nothing to do with it. You can't help him in any way. You have no power and obviously no compassion.
What did he text to you?
That he was panicking because Artie was not showing up for those days.
And what were you supposed to do about that, Eric?
I don't know what I was supposed
This isn't your problem. You're not Sequoia. Sequoia has spoken with Artie. This has nothing to do with you.
You don't know the whole story between me and Sequoia. Sequoia's a really good guy, and the first show, and I would never say this if it wasn't for what you're talking about right now, but the first show I ever did with Sequoia was in Cleveland, and he came to me. I was supposed to get paid a certain amount of money, and he needed me to give him some back, and I gladly did. And he was very appreciative of that. And this is sort of the same situation. I have a good relationship with him. He's a good guy. He's a good promoter. And my agent spoke with him almost 2 full months before this show. And he was very cool about it. And I appreciate that. Me and Sequoia have a good working relationship.
Maybe what he said to Eric was not for public consumption.
And Eric, you're sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. You're absolutely in the wrong. I'm telling you.
He hasn't said any of these things to Artie. Maybe he didn't mean for Artie to hear them.
Gary, what do you make of this?
I am disgusted by him, really, really disgusted by him. And you know what? I could take his attitude and turn it. I could take your attitude and turn it right back on you and say, you get public assistance. You're handicapped. There's 1,000 handicapped people out there who work every day and make something of themselves. Stop being lazy. Get off your ass and do something. That's just as, discompassionate as what you said to Artie.
How about the picture of me and you I've been letting you sell on your website the whole time, and without caring? I gave you permission to do that.
How about making a life for yourself and getting out of Artie's?
For starters, that's not my website anymore. I don't make
but you were.
time off of that.
But you were making money off it. You without asking Artie's permission, you sold it, and you were making money. However little you made off it, you tried to make money off of Artie.
And for another thing...
No, answer that. You tried to make money off of Artie without even asking him.
The person that has that website now is going to be taking that photo down.
But you don't answer.
So somebody else has been making. You going to let me know that? Somebody else is selling.
So you're a crook and stupid?
I'm not one bit fucking stupid at all.
Well, you're stupid enough to give somebody something that doesn't belong to you in the first place that might be able to make money to you, and now somehow you figured out how to not own it. How smart is that?
If you're smart, do you read books or do you have audiobooks?
Because of the fucking state, I'm not allowed to own a site like that and make money off of it.
Well, the point is that you get money from the state.
I got an idea. How about making money and not taking it from the state? And maybe there's even a chance if you work hard, you'll make more money than you can get from the state.
As I said, I went online last week in an argument with the person. You think I want to sit on my ass 24/7? I would love to have a real fucking job. But it's not like
So you have a handicap, is that correct? Do you have a handicap?
Yes.
So does Artie. And he's unable to, he's sick and he's unable to do this job. Why are you so not filled with any kind of compassion?
There are normal, able-bodied people.
So your handicap is different than Artie's.
And there are handicapped people who aren't on public assistance who make a great living.
I saw a guy in Jimmy Kimmel who looks exactly like you. He makes his own living.
Throughout the first pitch of the game, did better than me.
Look, I feel horrible
about made the first pitch look better than you.
I feel horrible about Eric's condition, and I would love to. If any show I was doing, he'd be welcome to do stand-up on. But I made a logical decision. I saw flying across the country at that time, in between another gig I had and getting back to the show. I've been doing that for almost a decade.
Why are you explaining yourself to him?
Well, because look, I do feel bad.
What has he ever done for you?
Really, what has he done for you? He calls you fat fuck. Wait, let's recap, Artie. He took your picture and sold it without asking. He calls you constantly and calls you a fat fuck. So what does he do for you? What has he ever done for you?
You've done much for him already.
I asked after the weekend it was taken.
So what? He changed his mind.
And I said, no. I said yes. I said, go ahead. I don't care. And look, I feel bad for Sequoia, too, but me and Sequoia have a good working relationship. He's a good guy, and I'm sure they could still have a fine show with the other
Who's worse off, Stephen Hawking or Eric the Midget?
Stephen Hawking.
All right.
Right.
Stephen
But
Hawking
he's not
works.
on assistance, yeah.
That's
He's
right.
not calling Artie and yelling at him.
Stephen Hawking doesn't care.
I always point
He
to
has a job.
I always point to the kid we had in here, that kid Kyle, the wrestler. No arms and no legs. Wrestles, lives a full life, not looking for anybody's help, great attitude, not constantly wham, wham, me. Listen, I understand your life is hard, Eric.
Stephen Hawking dumped his wife. What do you think of that?
I know, for like a nurse.
That's
I
right.
think this isn't his first time doing that.
That's
I think
right.
he's had a couple of
He's a ladies' man.
Right.
The player.
Listen, Eric, you should have some compassion in this situation, and you really should rethink this. Now, tomorrow you can call in and apologize to Artie.
You feel not at all bad about what you've been doing, huh, Eric?
No.
You've been obsessed with pissing all over Artie because he's ill. And you think because he's able-bodied, he can't be... there are a lot of people who commit suicide. And you're healthier than they are.
An illness that years ago he did not have to bring upon himself by being a druggie, a drunk,
Well,
and a fucking pig.
Who cares how
irrelevant.
Who cares how Artie got the way he did?
I don't have that luxury with my disability.
But he's in a bad place now. Could you care less?
And who the hell is able-bodied?
Right.
yeah, Artie's hardly able-bodied.
And your disability
He
happened
fell
years
down
ago,
trying
too.
to catch a softball. The other day.
Yeah, did you
Yes,
see
but I
that?
had
It
no
was a couple years ago.
control over it.
But you have control over it now.
All right.
No, I don't. Like, I have control over my fingers going arthritic. No, I don't.
Well, we feel bad for you.
You know what? The one thing you have control over is your personality, and it's just really terrible. And you're being really mean-spirited.
Personality, jackass, is all a fucking act.
Oh, you mean you're really a nice guy when you're not a douche?
When I'm not having to deal with you, yes.
This is. I have the feeling that this is who you are. Who we're hearing right. So you're telling me the guy that we've been talking with the last
He's
5 minutes
gone.
isn't you?
Are you still there?
Did
Gone.
he hang up?
Yeah. All right. Maybe he got disconnected.
He gets so under my skin when he does this to Artie. I can't even tell you.